what was that fool thinking for liking those products? Or these... Ooh, I'm shimmying, I got so excited. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Oh, I'm sorry, Bird, was I too loud? Oh, I was too loud. Bird is resting. Look, what a sweet angel. I didn't even bribe him to be here today, you guys. I know last time I had to bribe him. This time he's here just on his own accord, you know, just to spend some good quality time with his mother. Oh, what a sweetheart. I can't believe him. Look at him. How freaking lucky am I that I get to be Bert's mom? I mean, I cannot believe the circumstances I've stumbled into. I love him so much. I will cry if I think about it for too long. Oh my gosh, you guys, he kissed me yesterday morning and it was like, you know, the first day of my period. So I was a little extra emotional. I don't know why I whispered it. It was the first day of my period. And I was a little extra emotional yesterday. And Bert gave me a little kisses on the hand and I burst into tears. And it was just wonderful. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to find out how emotionally vulnerable I am on the first day of my period. And if you did, oh my goodness, that's so weird. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in makeup products that I grew out of. This video is extra exciting because it's a collaboration with my friend Tara Brooke here on YouTube. I'm so excited. So as soon as I had this video idea, I immediately thought of Tara just because, I don't know, I felt like this was right up her alley. I felt like she would have incredible products to talk about. And spoiler alert, Tara's a better Virgo than me and already has her video done. I've already watched it and it's incredible. So I'll link it down below. Go watch her video after this. But Tara is awesome. I talk about her literally all the time on my channel. Every single time I make a Project Pan video or I talk about any sort of product, I don't know, I feel like I mention Tara all the time because I just trust her makeup opinions so much. I think she has incredible, impeccable even taste in makeup. Every single product that she recommends, I want to buy. But yeah, I'm super excited to be collaborating with Tara on this video. You guys should definitely check her channel out. We both do a lot of makeup commentary. We both like to do Project Pan stuff. I'm riding her coattails with the Project Pan stuff. I literally started my Project Pan because of Tara, but she does Project Pan stuff. She does bi-weekly makeup stashes, and those are my favorite videos to watch. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying to watch her organize her collection. Oh, so yeah, go check out Tara's channel. Link it down below. It'll be on the screen. It'll be everywhere. If you look behind you, Tara's actually right there. Oh my goodness, what a rambly intro. All of this to say, Tara and I are both talking about makeup products that we outgrew, products that we used to love and now no longer love. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to hear all about makeup products that I grew out of and I don't love anymore, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching. It's coming at you right now. Also, it's 1,000,000 degrees in here and I have my windows closed so you don't hear the outside noise. So if you see a sweat stain, keep it to yourself. Wait, is it here already? Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. Sweat is not embarrassing. Anyway, so the first category of products that I outgrew that I want to chat with you about today is eyeshadow palettes. I've come a long way with eyeshadow palettes. A couple of years ago, my collection was completely filled with Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, with Morphe eyeshadow palettes, Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, and now my collection looks a little bit different. And so what I wrote down in my notes for this is basically I outgrew a lot of mainstream eyeshadow palettes for indie makeup eyeshadow palettes. So a very specific example of this is Colourpop. Like I said, I used to have so many freaking Colourpop palettes. I mean, they used to cost nothing. They've gone up in price now, but do you remember when Colourpop had palettes for like $9? Yeah, I bought all of those. So I grew out of Colourpop's eyeshadow formula. I don't think it's bad. The point of this video is not products that were bad that I decluttered. The point of this video is products that I outgrew, and I genuinely feel like I outgrew Colourpop's eyeshadow formula. So when I was a beginner to the makeup world, you know, just dipping my little tippy toes, dipping my little phalanges into the makeup world, I loved Colourpop because it was affordable. They had an incredible variety. I mean, they had so many different color stories you could go for. And I also feel like the kind of the lack of pigmentation that a lot of their colors had was very good for me as a beginner. I know a lot of people stand by the fact that they feel like Colourpop has incredible pigmentation and color payoff, and I just am simply not one of those people. I don't think those people are wrong. I just think I I outgrew that level of pigmentation, and once I discovered all of these different indie makeup brands that had so much more pigmentation, I just couldn't go back, baby. My favorite eyeshadow palette ever is the by Melolops Radioactive eyeshadow palette. I'm wearing it on my face today. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. But those colors are so pigmented. Those colors would laugh at Colourpop's pigmentation. I mean, no, they wouldn't. They're really polite. But, you know, it's just no contest when it comes to pigmentation with my indie eyeshadows versus my Colourpop eyeshadows. The only reason I think I would ever buy a Colourpop eyeshadow palette again would have to be if they came out with a really, really interesting color story. I love the Super Shock formula. Oh my gosh, if they ever did a palette of all Super Shocks, hi, money, here's my money, you can have it. But as of right now, it seems like they still got the same formulas going through, and I'm just not personally a fan of those formulas anymore. And Colourpop was the one I wanted to highlight, but I feel the same way about Morphe more so. Morphe's, I can't even talk. Morphe's eyeshadow formula I don't think was ever good. I think I was just happy to have colors. I got the James Charles palette when it came out, and I loved it at the time, but I even remember realizing at the beginning, like I remember putting it on and being like, my application's not looking the same as his. They're not looking as pigmented on me. So I remember being disappointed in the pigmentation from the start, and it only took me a few months to realize like, oh, this is not the highest quality eyeshadow. So Morphe I outgrew like a couple months after starting using Morphe. Anastasia Beverly Hills I also feel as if I outgrew, although that does not include the shimmers in the Jackie Aina palette. I would die for those shimmers, but as far as the ABH matte formula goes, I definitely feel like I outgrew that. It just takes too long to blend. It's no lack of pigmentation or anything, it just takes too long to blend, and I don't like blending and I don't like to spend time blending. So for me, indie makeup eyeshadows just work so much better, and I have outgrown most mainstream eyeshadow palettes. Ooh, this one's exciting. If you had told my 2016 self that 2021 me would no longer like this product, her head would freaking spin around. She would not know what to do. She wouldn't believe you. She would regret everything. She would scream. She would shout. She would lose her mind. But hey, 2016 me, we've outgrown liquid eyeliners. We just have. We don't like them anymore. We found better things. It doesn't matter if they're felt tip. It doesn't even matter if they're paintbrush tip. We just simply don't like liquid eyeliner anymore. Ever since I discovered water activated liners, I have just found no reason to use any other eyeliner formula. Water activated liner to me is just the most user friendly formula. I know it takes a little bit of extra effort. I mean, yes, you have to get a little cup of water and dip your little brushy brush into it and swirl it around and around and around, but it saves me so much time in doing my actual eyeliner that I think it's worth it, you know? Because how many times have you been using a felt tip liner and you go to do your wing, and then you go to do the other wing, and then you have to come back to make this wing even to that wing, and then you have to come back and make this wing even to that wing? And I just don't find that happens to me with water activated liner, because once I swirl my brush in the water and swirl it in the product, it is so smooth. It's like working with watercolors that are more opaque, and it just saves me so much more time in the long run, not having to go back and forth and even out my eyes, and it just helps me get the sharpest, most glidey lines. Oh my gosh, I used to literally spend 30 minutes trying to perfect my eyeliner point, because I used to wear just like exclusively a big wing every single day, a big black winged liner, and I would literally spend 30 minutes trying to perfect the tip and the sharpness of my wing, and now it takes me like no time at all, and I do way more complicated eyeliner now. Now I do graphic liner and stuff, and it still takes me less time than it used to do a simple wing, and that's the power of water activated liner, baby. I have so much water activated liner content on my channel if you're like, what the heck's this water activated liner thing, and I want to hear more. So I'll link some videos down below for you so I can show you my water activated liner collection. Ooh, I'm shimmying. I get so excited when I talk about water activated liners. But yeah, liquid eyeliner is definitely a makeup product that I have outgrown. Alright, so the next category of products I want to talk to you about today that I've outgrown are liquid highlighters. Now this one comes with a few caveats. So the first highlighter I ever bought was this NYX Away We Glow liquid highlighter. It came in a little wand, like it looked like a little lip gloss tube, and you would take the wand out and you would do a little boop 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 boop, and I would just boop 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 boop. It looks so cute. I used to wear no other face makeup. I literally only wore winged liner, mascara, liquid highlighter. That was it. Probably no lip either. It was a look. Honestly, it was cute. No, I used to get compliments. People would be like, your cheeks are shiny. And I was like, yes, my cheeks are shiny. Isn't that so fun? And it was so fun. But after dipping my phalanges, as I previously mentioned, into the makeup world a little more, discovering different highlighter formulas and everything, I realized that liquid highlighter just does not look good on my dry skin. And it just doesn't make any sense, because you would think a liquid on a dry thing would be good. You put water in the desert and that's an oasis, baby. That's good stuff. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that same way on the skin. So I have just realized that there are other highlighters that I like better. The caveat that I mentioned earlier, look out to see if I'm using that word the right way, is that I do still like liquid highlighters, but now I prefer liquid illuminators. I love the Auric Glow Lust. It's like one of my favorite products in the whole world. It is so great. Before that, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for Hollywood Superstar Youth Glow, which I have now replaced with the Auric Glow Lust because I like it even better. But I don't think of that as a liquid highlight because it's not a concentrate, you know? And that NYX Away We Glow little highlighter wand thing was a concentrate. The Cover FX drops, which I had a knockoff version of, were a concentrate. The Farsali Jelly Beam highlighter that we were all obsessed with, those were all concentrated liquid products. You would put them on your cheek and it was just pure shine, and then it would dry down and then look dry. Whereas the difference with the liquid illuminators like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter and the Auric Glow Lust are that those have other things in them. Those feel more like skincare to me, especially the Auric Glow Lust. Oh my gosh, that feels like a serum to me. And you can put that over your whole face. I can put that over my whole face and it doesn't make me look like the Tin Man. So nowadays, if I'm going for a liquid highlighter, which I say I prefer liquid illuminators, just sounds more glamorous too, but I prefer highlighting products that have hydrating ingredients in them. Glow Lust is very hydrating. It feels like a serum on your skin, and although it does dry down, like it doesn't stay tacky forever, it never looks dry on my skin, and I love that. My dry skin needs that. So yeah, I just really feel like I've outgrown liquid highlighters for that reason. If you know of any liquid highlighters that have super hydrating ingredients in them and aren't a concentrate and are basically just Glow Lust, then definitely feel free to let me know about that because that's my preferred style. But yeah, liquid highlighters are a makeup product that I've outgrown. Alright, the next product that I want to talk to you about that I have outgrown is cream bronzers. And this one I would like to regrow into because I don't think my reason for outgrowing cream bronzers was fair. So I used to love the Milk Matte Bronzer Stick, the one in the little chonk. What is it called? It's just called a stick. You don't need to call it a chonk. Not everything's a chonk. It was the first bronzer that I had ever tried that didn't pull orange on me, and my mind was like, what? This is possible? This is incredible. I'm seeing the light for the first time. But the reason I decluttered it, was because it smelled funky. It was old, it was expired. But the other reason I decluttered it and stopped using it even before then was because I just didn't like the way it looked on my skin. I feel like it looked really funky, so I made the switch to powder bronzers. And the other thing is that I found powder bronzers that I liked the tone of better. Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow is like my favorite bronzer tone in the whole world. It's so beautiful. So I started using my Milani Baked Bronzer, and that really helped me to move on from the Milk Baked Bronzer, but it's a product that I want to regrow into because I just think I didn't give it a fair chance. I wasn't using brushes to apply it. I would use my fingers. I'm a fingers lady. I'm a phalanges woman. I love to use my fingers to apply makeup, and I just never knew where to put bronzer. I think that was my main issue, is I would take the bronzer stick and I would literally just go, and then I would go and do two little dots like that, and then I would just and try to make it blend in, and it always looked bad. It looked so bad. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know where to put it. I didn't know what to do with it, and I feel like I want to try it again because I've been using cream contour more lately, and I do kind of feel like I know what I'm doing with cream contour. I want to give cream bronzer another chance because also Tara Brooke is always posting about the Tower 28 Bronzinos, and I think they look so beautiful, so I kind of want to try those. I don't know. What do you guys think? Also, where do you put cream bronzer? Do I put it just over the contour? Do I completely cover the contour? These are questions that there are answers to out there there that I have not sought for myself, but I would love that if you could tell me where to put cream bronzer, because I just simply don't know what to do with it. Also, if you have any good brush recommendations, Tara has made excellent recommendations to me in the past, but I did not write them down and I forgot about them because I'm a Sagittarius moon and things like that just happened to me. I'm so sorry, but if you tell me a good brush to use cream bronzer with, I promise I'll write it down. I'll be good. I'll get a notebook and everything, or I'll write it in my phone and that'll be good, and then I'll go get that brush and then I'll go get some cream bronzers and it'll be great because I love cream products. Oh my gosh, I love cream blush, love cream contour, I love cream concealer. I'm a creams lady. I'm a creamy lady. Ooh, gross. But yeah, cream bronzers are a product that I outgrew, but I am attempting to regrow into. Alrighty, in the last category of makeup products that I have outgrown are fiber brow gels. So I used to be in love with the Glossier Boy Brow. You know, I gave into the hype eventually. I spent the $16 and I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, it puts little fibers in my brows. It makes me look like I have more brow hairs than I do. And I was in love, you know, I was freaking smitten as a kitten, Bert. And then after I realized I loved it so much, but I didn't want to spend $16 on it every couple months, I tried the e.l.f. Wow Brow, which is another fiber brow gel, which is a good dupe, is a really good dupe. If you're looking for a dupe for the Glossier Boy Brow and you still love fiber brow gels, check out the e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's literally the same thing with a better brush and you don't have to wipe the brush off a million times. So that's a good dupe for me to you. I have a whole video with Glossier dupes that you already have in your collection. I'll link it down below. But that's besides the point. That's not what this video is about. I'm talking about why I don't like fiber brow gels anymore. So the reason that I outgrew fiber brow gels is because eventually I realized that I could just buy a clear brow gel with a really good amount of hold and it gives me that same look that I wanted the fiber brow gel to give me, but with way less mess. Because as much as I loved that the fiber brow gels would add hairs to my eyebrows, they would also add hairs in places that didn't really make sense. I do have a lot of hairs like around my eyebrows and they're not as dark so you can't really see them. Should we see if we can see them? Can you see my little eyebrow hairs? Probably not. But so I have like a lot of little like peach fuzzy hairs that are around my eyebrows. So when I was doing the fiber brow gel, I would get the fibers sticking up here too. So I would have eyebrow hairs up here and it just wasn't a look I really wanted to go for all the time. And like I said, eventually I realized that I could just use more of a brow glue type product. The NYX brow glue I've been loving lately, and I love how that gives me that same spiky look and hold, but without all of the fibers looking messy. Because that's the other thing about the fiber brow gels, is that they weren't really giving me hold. They were giving me more hairs and a fuller appearance, which is great, but I already fill in my brows with a brow pencil anyways, and that's always my preferred method. I never like the look of just a brow gel. I don't have enough brow hairs to begin with to use just a brow gel. So for me, I have just really found that my tried and true method is going in and adding hair-like strokes with a brow pencil, and then going in with a clear brow glue or brow gel, and I just like the way that looks better. But there was a time when you couldn't tell me nothing about not using a fiber brow gel, because I was like a stan to the fiber brow gel. I loved a fiber brow gel, but you know what? Things change and that's okay, and it's time to move on. Fiber brow gels, no hate, absolutely, all peace and love, but that is a product that I have definitely outgrown. Alrighty, and with that, we have reached the end of the video. I am so unbelievably sweaty, I cannot simply believe it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this concept is really fun. I think it's really fun to take a stroll down memory lane and think about products that you used to love and that you no longer love. I just think it's so interesting how quickly your tastes can change with makeup. I know Tara said in her video how she's just like a big lover of new makeup, and she feels like every year she has completely different taste in makeup, and I feel exactly the same way. I feel like every year I look back on makeup I loved the year before and I'm like, what was that fool thinking for liking those products? But here's the deal, she wasn't a fool. Trends just change, your preferences change, your skin type can literally change. My skin has gotten more dry since I've gotten older, I feel like. So, you know, these are just things we adapt to. It's fun to try new products, and just, I think that's what makes makeup so fun, man. Because if you just like bought one set of makeup and used it forever, that's fine. It's probably great for your wallet, honestly. But I think what's so fun about makeup is that I'm always trying new makeup, and then I'm always finding out new things that I like in makeup. Oh my gosh, I remember discovering cream blush, and it was like I had discovered a new planet. I was like, why did no one tell me about this? This is incredible. It's so exciting to find new formulas you love. It's so exciting to find new products that you love. And it's also very nostalgic and glamorous to give thanks and be grateful for the products that you once loved but no longer do. These products that I've outgrown, they're not like toxic ex-boyfriends or anything. Like, I don't wish them bad stuff or anything. These products are like the best friend that you had in middle school, you know, and they were great best friends. You had a great time hanging out with them on Friday nights at Free Skate, but eventually people get different interests and just naturally grow apart, and that's okay. And I hope all of my Free Skate friends from middle school are doing really well, even though a lot of them bullied me, but some of them didn't, and they were very sweet. So I hope that all of the kids that didn't bully me in middle school are doing amazing. All right, that seems like a good a time as any to wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, go check out Tara's channel. I'm gonna have so many links to Tara's channel. If you don't check out Tara's channel, I'm gonna be straight with you, that's a mistake. It's an absolute mistake, unless you're already subscribed, in which case you already know what a mistake it would be for somebody to not subscribe to Tara, because Tara is lovely, she's wonderful, she's so sweet, she's so talented. I respect her opinion so much, and I'm just so thrilled that she wanted to collaborate with me. So yeah, go check out Tara. Check out my description box for all of the makeup on my face today. Also, in my description box, I will have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources, as well as resources to support the Asian American community. So please check out those links if you haven't yet, and I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!